Sind gleich auch wieder im Spiel. Upp. Ah, jetzt hat's geladen, sehr gut. Handys, ne? Die sind immer total vollgesaut. Der ganze Bildschirm, man sieht nichts. So. Eben kurz nochmal schreiben, dass wir wieder da sind. Hui. Damit hier keiner was verpasst. Das wollen wir ja nicht. Oh Gott, ups. Wenn man aus Versehen an die Tasten kommt. Auch gut. PlayStation eskaliert dennoch immer noch. Ach, traumhaft. Es ist wirklich traumhaft. Gerade neu gestartet extra. Und das Lustige ist ja, ich spiele ja A Plague Tale. Und die Grafik bei dem Spiel ist halt eigentlich auch ziemlich gut. Klar, die Welt ist jetzt nicht so groß und sowas alles, aber bei A Plague Tale macht die PlayStation eigentlich überhaupt gar keine Probleme. Irgendwie, ich verstehe das immer nicht. Ein bisschen können wir eigentlich auch laufen, ist ja nicht so weit. Hui. Ups, immer über den Hügel. Oh, ich steck fest. Ups. Wir halten uns jetzt natürlich heute schön an die Hauptquest. Laufen hier alle rum. Und machen nicht die ganzen Nebensachen. Denn da gibt es ja auch noch massig, was man machen kann, wie die Ritterspiele und die Tugendenaufgaben für die Dame am See und sowas alles. Also, nee. So. Und ich habe gerade überlegt, ich glaube, wir machen wirklich einfach bis 19 Uhr jetzt, also noch 2 Stunden. Und dann hören wir einfach für heute auf, würde ich sagen. Da haben wir ja auch echt recht lange gemacht. Und dann koche ich mir was. Und dann danach noch wieder ist auch irgendwie doof. Das ist auch irgendwie doof. Habe ich zumindest jetzt so gedacht. Wo ist er denn? Da unten doch?
Bootlegs don't usually work nights. Need to come back during the day.
Ah. Ach Quatsch. So. Trinken, trinken, trinken.
So how
Ihr müsst
would
auch
you explain
denkt
it?
dran.
Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
Das hält ihn vielleicht zurück.
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it?
Nö.
Well, then
Wir
we'll thrash
brauchen
you as
den
well.
noch.
Which is all the same to me.
Die raffen es auch immer nicht, ne? Aber ich bin im Faustkampf halt auch immer noch einfach echt nicht gut. Ups. Bei welchem Spiel musste ich denn jetzt noch auch Faustkampf machen? Wo war das? Irgendeins hatte ich. Was war das denn noch? Ich weiß das gar nicht mehr.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast, on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Nothing
Fast
really.
schon.
Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out though.
I see.
PlayStation wird nicht mehr ruhig. Ich
As the
hoffe, man hört
Duchess's
sie echt nicht
protege,
allzu
you may go.
laut. Das ist so nervig.
But this lot, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you.
Okay. Oh,
Come
Pan
on.
wird müde. Oh. Ist immer so putzig, wenn er gähnt.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
Na, du willst dann ja auch Geld
My
dafür.
boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stamp. A seat, sir, please.
Deine Stiefel sind wirklich sauber. Die tragen wir auch noch gar nicht ganz so lange.
So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud
Ach ja.
and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be
So viel haben wir,
kidding
glaube
me.
ich, gar nicht.
What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Wir gehen mal auf 400 runter.
It's not quite... I don't know.
Der will unbedingt, ne? Ey. Nerviges Kind.
Ah, see? I knew we'd clinch it.
Immerhin 50 gespart. Die ich
Just
nicht
one
hab.
problem. Don't have the coin. See if I can't get some, then come back.
I shall patiently await your return.
Ah, da muss ich erst eben kurz. Wo ist denn hier ein Mensch, wo ich irgendwas verkaufen kann? Mist. Da ist ein Händler. Gehen wir da mal eben hin. Denn der kann uns bestimmt weiterhelfen.
That Duchess of ours. Have you at least dealt with her others?
Hä? Wir gehen einfach in das Wirtshaus. Bordellwirtin. Es ist ausgerechnet ein Bordell, das Wirtshaus.
Step into my parlor, my good sir. What brings you to Toussaint? Tell me.
Let's call it business.
Ah, then. A professional journey. Nothing but work, tension, unfamiliar beds. One needs a way to relax at times. Perhaps my girls could help you.
Wanna let loose, enjoy myself.
Of course. Talk to the girls. I'm certain they will do all in their power. And it's quite a lot, believe you.
Okay, gut. So, jetzt will ich aber shoppen. Ich kann hier nicht, ich kann ernsthaft nicht bei ihr shoppen. Will die mich verarschen? Weil ich kann hier... Die wollen alle Liebe von uns. Aber wir haben gerade keine Liebe. Ich will einfach nur einen Händler. Ah, nee, Moment, das ist ein Schlachter. Wollen die mich eigentlich alle verarschen?
Meat of the freshest sort, hot sausage links, ripe blood pudding.
Ah, okay.
Show me what you got.
Was ist denn hier los? Erst gerate ich ins Bordell, dann gerate ich an einen Schlachter. Wir hatten halt einfach 7 zu wenig. 7. Gibt's doch gar nicht. Wollen mich doch alle verarschen. Hier Knödel. Da haben wir eh viel zu viele von. Tartata. Tartata. Ja, wir haben noch ganz viel Müll. Den kann der auch gerne haben. Ach, der Händler hat nicht genug Geld. Willkommen zurück. Ich hab Bock auf Hähnchen. Fisch. Fisch ist auch gut. Ach, das sind die Sachen brauche ich ja noch. Warum kann ich die überhaupt verkaufen? Nehmen wir den Fisch noch mit. So. Jetzt haben wir wieder zu viel. Das ist so dumm. Aha. Hier. Hier irgendwas. Da kann ich ihm gar nichts verkaufen. Das ist ja doof. Aber wir haben hier ja noch ganz viel Zeugs, das wir nicht brauchen. Hier die ganzen Felle und so. Die wiegen nämlich auch so viel. So. Ah, immerhin 600.
See you later.
Oh yes, you...
Ein Schlachter. Muss man auch erstmal drauf kommen. Hätte ich jetzt auch nicht erwartet hier. Ein Bordell und ein Schlachter. Die wollen immer noch alle Liebe, aber wir haben gerade keine Zeit für Liebe, Mensch. So, nein. Meditieren wollte ich eben kurz. Komm. Noch echt viel vom Gewicht her jetzt dabei. Die ganzen Felle und so müssen wir demnächst mal abgeben. Jetzt können wir nachher nichts mehr tragen. Das wäre ein bisschen doof. Ups. Ich bin gefallen aus Versehen. So.
Well, Noble Sir.
Ja, jetzt haben wir auch Geld für
Please,
dich.
take a seat.
Ups.
Tell me, good sir, have you gathered the sum we spoke of?
Here, your coin. Put it to good use.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know
Okay.
the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. the local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Regis hat gerne dreckige Schuhe. Ein bisschen schneller.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with. Red door. One the boot black mentioned.
Okay. Vögelchen.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, Detlef, I'm coming for you. A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your
Ist halt ein
idea.
Hexer, er kann da doch nichts für.
Give me a moment.
Tja,
Nice.
so
Ever
geht's halt
considered
auch.
becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
Dann gucken wir doch mal, was wir hier so finden. In dem Gebäude mit der roten Tür.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
Oh, Level up. Yay. Aber immer noch nicht 40. Wir können noch nicht das neue Schwert benutzen. Dennoch schon mal ganz gut. Ah, Naschwerk und Toffee.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
Ja. Da lag doch. Achso, ach, das ist nur Licht. Okay. Ich dachte gerade, da liegt was rum. So viel Spielzeugs ist. Ups. Gehen wir mal direkt nach oben.
Attic. Let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Somebody fixed this recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
Brief mit
Look,
Zielen
slips
für
of
das
paper,
Biest.
name on each. Crespi,
Hallo
Count Dulac,
Marc, willkommen
Hilton de
zurück.
Peyrac-Peyrin, Count de Lacroix.
Detlef's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
This slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Still got nothing, basically. Need to look around some more.
Let's get to work.
Okay.
Tools were used recently. Detloff unwind by fixing
Ich
tours
mag
between
Spiele.
murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. This his lover?
I don't rightly know.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though. Nice little trinket.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Mehr ist hier nicht. Mehr sehe ich zumindest gerade nicht. Da ist noch Loot. Da ist noch was. Gerade sagen, wir sind hier doch noch nicht fertig. Verdächtiger Brief.
Detloff van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. If you can save her, you need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlaff killed not of his own accord.
A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Any idea what it could be? Detloff have any enemies?
Indeed. Detlaff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous.
As you well know, having faced Detlaff yourself.
Whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him the time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping.
In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off, perhaps, by a bout of Detlaff's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Detloff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing?
And Detlaff is so much more emotional than most humans.
Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Tja.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Okay, dann gucken wir doch mal, ob wir
Seems
das rausfinden können, wer das ist.
Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Lazari ink, and not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
Actually, it is. Detlef's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Detlef.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
Gut.
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No. He'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
Okay, dann gehen wir erst Bericht erstatten und gucken dann weiter. Wo ist jetzt die Treppe gewesen? Wir sind schon unten, okay, auch gut. Ich will den Zettel. Ja. Ach, ein Räumungsbefehl. Ups, was war das? Sehr schön gerollt. Gucken wir mal eben, ob wir irgendwie schneller hinkommen. Jo, wir nehmen hier diesen Wegweiser. Dann sind wir direkt schon da. Was labert die? Wir müssen gerade noch mal eben die Ausrüstung wechseln, sehe ich ab. Weil wir das ja eben getauscht hatten. Wir haben noch 12 Mal Milch. Das ist doch gut. Das reicht erstmal ein Weilchen. Und zur Not haben wir noch ganz viel anderes Essen. Ach, Moment, das ist der Wegweiser hier. So. Gehen wir da mal direkt hin. Ups. Yay. Ach, Wegweiser sind schon praktisch. Ach. Ich finde den Palast ja auch echt hübsch. Der ist richtig cool. Whee. So. Wo ist jetzt da mein Retter? Genau da. Hier. Okay. Nein, wir müssen einmal darum. Darum. So. Ah, ne, hier nicht. Moment. Hier und dann müssen wir. Ja, das sieht so aus. Sehr gut. Hier kommen wir lang.
Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
So. Jetzt aber wirklich. Mensch, Mensch, Mensch. Da haben wir sie.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast, I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Wenn das mal so einfach wäre.
Whoa, this is work for a Witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Akamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it.
Ja.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmail? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnap the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
Genau, das ist der Plan.
Destroy him, not help him.
No one
Aber der
else should
ist ja
die.
nicht böse.
That's most important. As soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop!
Oui.
Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Estes, Ervelus.
Ja, und der gute
Fiorano.
Weinmensch kann uns dann
Your
genau sagen,
Grace
was
wished
für ein
to
Wein
see
es ist.
me?
Und der ist ganz schön schnell.
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Latour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Revello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint Real was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
Den bekommt
I
nur
hope
die
you do not suppose
herzogliche
we will sit on
Familie.
our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in
Diesen
great danger.
seltenen,
Your
besonderen Wein.
Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace.
Okay.
Witcher, are you ready?
Auf geht's.
Yeah, ready
Wir
to
sind
go.
total bereit.
Excellent.
Wie immer.
Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Anna Henrietta finde ich ja auch echt cool. Die will wirklich immer selbst überall mit Hand anlegen und mithelfen. Das ist schon cool. So, und jetzt sind sie zu dritt unterwegs, um herauszufinden, was mit dem Wein passiert ist und wer hier wen erpresst.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Das haben wir ja bereits erfahren, dass das gar nicht möglich ist. Dass die immer wieder erweckt werden können, außer wenn wirklich ein höherer Vampir sie tötet.
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this.
Ich wusste nicht, dass es noch so weit ist. Böser Panther, böser. Böses Tierchen. Hey.
Help! Save us!
Was ist er denn? Da. So.
Done. Time to move on.
If
That's
not for you, We'd have been done for.
They would force you to have
You saved our
Gerne
lives.
doch, alles gut.
Hey!
Weiter geht's. Da fällt mir gerade ein. Ach, Quen war Schutzschild. Quen hatte ich heute am Anfang gar nicht aufgepowert. Oh, willkommen zurück, Ossi. Quen hatte ich gar nicht aufgepowert. Dabei haben wir Quen tatsächlich ja bei unserem Durchgang recht oft benutzt als Schutz. Habe ich jetzt irgendwie gar nicht drüber nachgedacht. Aber wir haben es auch nicht benötigt. Also bisher lief es ganz gut. Immer noch alles First Try. Kein Mal gestorben. Das funktioniert heute. Das ist ganz schön. Party. Ja, du bewahrst hier alles sehr gut. Brav.
You call that escorting Her Illustrious Highness? What were you thinking?
Captain, this is not the time for such complaints. As for you, Witcher, next time keep close.
Wir waren doch in der Nähe.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Came to see you.
Wir
Got
wollen
some
mit dir
questions.
reden.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about San Real?
Auf geht's.
I am at your service.
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for. The barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to San
Ihr
Real.
Outfit ist so
Someone
cool.
who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person.
Kaputt,
Thus
also
giving
ja.
you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is
Ich liebe das ja
San
immer
Real
bei
store?
Witcher. Die haben ja vor allem halt auch so viele
the main
Details
cellar
irgendwie und
around the
so.
corner. I'll show you.
Und
I
das
shall
ist
find
halt
it.
echt
Give
cool.
me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Of course, Your Grace. Here
Und
it is.
die Outfits sind immer alle so
Come,
hübsch.
Witcher.
Sie hat auch sehr hübsche Stiefel.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabrizio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Gut, dann gucken wir doch mal, was uns da unten so erwartet. Wein, Wein, Wein.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Die Geschichte des Est-Est. Noch mehr Est-Est. Na. Na, ich will das Loot da. So. Ah. Oh. Eine Kurzhistorie des Pomino. Okay. Hier. Wow. Da kann ich gar nicht hoch. Ich sehe wieder nichts. Da ist sie. Sind wir da hoch? Ne, da kommen wir ja lang. Hier geht's hoch. Ja. Kann ich denn hier? Da. San Real. Aber falsches Jahr. Hier ist nix. Ah, ich bin runtergefallen, weil ich nichts sehe. Auch gut. Da ist die Treppe. Wo ist denn das Schild? Da. Moment, das ist das, wo wir gerade schon waren. Oh, Mann, oh. Das ist echt doof, weil ich nichts sehe. Ah. Das ist das richtige Jahr, oder? Ach, lies das Weinre... Ach, ich sollte auch lesen, was ich machen soll. Nein. So, wir haben alles gelesen. Ach. Da habe ich doch eben schon geguckt, oder nicht? Ich dachte, ich hätte. Verdammt.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no
Hallo,
complications.
Sie Black Tekken, willkommen.
Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling.
Ich dachte echt, ich hätte schon da reingeguckt.
Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Found it. Stored in a nook on the upper level. Just above our heads.
Show me.
Ja, den habe ich ja gerade schon gefunden jetzt, den Sangreal. Cute. Oh. Oh. Der war das, oder? War das doch jetzt? War das hier der? Nein, sie ist doch vollkommen richtig gelaufen.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Gut, und selbst? Hier ist alles top. Bisschen warm heute, aber... Okay, wir fangen ganz außen an.
This one is full.
Full. Full. This one's full too. Full.
Sehr gut.
This one's full too. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sonrial? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start.
Ja, die Sachen haben wir alle schon. So, jetzt betrinken wir uns.
Ready.
Muss ja auch mal sein zwischendurch. Na, ey! Anarietta, du stehst voll im Weg.
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sonrial.
Okay, nächstes Fass. Nicht ernsthaft. Ach, geht sie automatisch weiter, okay. Ich wollte gerade sagen, ich kann mich nicht bewegen. Ups.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Genau, mal gucken, was er zu sagen hat. Wir können gleich auch unser Schwert jetzt endlich wechseln. Wir sind jetzt Stufe 41. Dann haben wir das super Silberschwert.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace,
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonrial. I beg you to forgive me.
Tja.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here,
Streamgeburtstag, jo, dritter.
mine. I've a roof
3
over
Jahre.
my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me.
Danke.
He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonrial.
Danke.
He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Cintrin aristocrat at court.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
Okay.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Wir mischen uns in die Auslieferung natürlich
I
ein.
beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge.
Nur weil er Wein
What
verkauft
now,
hat, ey.
Witcher?
We set a
Oh
trap.
Mann.
Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Bereit.
See no reason to wait.
Wie immer.
Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
Okay. Dann gucken wir doch mal, wie das klappt. Noch sind wir immer noch nicht gestorben. Yay! Pan ist so müde. Eine sehr stabile Brücke.
Relax. Now we wait.
Our favorite vintner.
It's not him.
Wir sind mit Verstärkung gekommen. Hey. Was läuft? Das ist mal Teamwork hier. So, der da noch. Boah, die Sachen, die wir jetzt alle ausgerüstet haben, das ist echt gut. Funktioniert richtig gut.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
Wir haben noch nicht das Schwert gewechselt.
What's the
Müssen
plan?
vielleicht noch dran denken.
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it.
Ja, Hexer müssen ja auch nicht
Let us
sympathisch
go to her
sein.
grace. She awaits nearby.
War klar, dass sie
Not
kommt.
at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions.
Jo. Denn wir wollen ja eigentlich rausfinden, für wen der Wein gedacht war.
Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call him...
Wait. He doesn't wish to speak. He needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Cracky, no! Don't let it!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him!
Es ist
I'll
eine
talk.
Falle!
Who hired you?
He'll kill me!
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered a man for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there.
Jetzt habe
Captain,
ich
we
gar
ride
nicht
to
gefragt,
town.
wo es hinbringen
Gather
wollte.
your
Hätte
men
ich
and
erst
seek out
fragen
the
müssen, aber...
Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to
Wir sind
town.
bereit. Auf geht's. Gerade gedacht, mit etwas Glück. Ich hatte eben gesagt, gegen 19 Uhr vielleicht aufhören. Mit etwas Glück haben wir dann eine perfekte Stelle erreicht. Die eigentlich ganz gut sich eignen würde. Mal gucken. Witcher auf Englisch. Hallo Maddie, willkommen. Und die englische Synchro. Ja, ich habe tatsächlich am Anfang, jetzt sind wir sogar schon 41. Ich habe tatsächlich am Anfang
Relax, he'll come.
auch auf Deutsch gespielt. Und im Stream dann auf Englisch.
Side effect of my
Und
mutation.
ich finde beides verdammt
We
gut.
Witchers rarely get the jitters.
Beides. Also die deutsche Synchro ist halt auch verdammt gut. Zumindest vom Hauptteil von den DLCs kenne ich jetzt die Stimmen nicht auf Deutsch. Wobei doch von Blood and Wine, die kenne ich auf Deutsch. Da erinnere ich mich aber nicht mehr dran. Und Hearts of Stone habe ich nicht auf Deutsch gespielt.
We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was
Das
he who
DLC, genau,
specified
ich hatte
the
abstimmen
victims for
lassen,
the
was wir
vampire.
spielen.
One must be exceptionally confident to
Und
blackmail such a monster.
da kam dann Blood and Wine raus. Und deshalb hatten wir dann heute tatsächlich um 12 einfach mit Blood and Wine angefangen. Jo.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our
Ach, Story
blackmailer's
and Hearts of
identity.
Stone hast du durch. Okay, dann hast du den
Besides,
DLC jetzt ja
it's
noch
one
gar
thing
nicht
to know
gespielt.
who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely,
Blood and
and
Wine
just
ist auch
as
richtig
important
gut.
is why they...
Ich hatte damals Hearts of Stone
Someone's
vorher
coming.
noch nicht gespielt und das erste Mal im Stream gespielt. Und das war auch echt geil. Die DLCs sind sowieso top. Die sind echt gut.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted. Fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club. An affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique. Consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian.
Da gehen wir natürlich auch hin. Wir kommen da schon irgendwie rein.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Irgendwas hat er gerade.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place. A residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville in Mountebank Alley.
Okay, das kriegen wir hin. Wir sind doch schon total schick gekleidet. Okay, für Festlichkeiten jetzt wahrscheinlich eher nicht. So.
I should double the patrols.
Ups. Oh Gott. Ey. Hier stehen auch überall Leute im Weg, ne?
Greetings.
Kommen wir denn unterwegs noch irgendwo vorbei, wo wir was einkaufen könnten? Wir brauchen ja vernünftige Kleidung eigentlich. Was ist los mit euch? Greift ihr hier einfach die normalen armen Leute an? Steckt fest. Ich komme nicht mehr raus. So. So. Damit wären die weg. Oh, da ist noch einer. Da sind sogar noch mehrere. Oh, sorry. Ich wollte dich gar nicht angreifen. So, ich wollte das andere Schwert noch ausrüsten. Dies. Und gleichzeitig müssen wir mal eben hier Schwerter reparieren. Okay. Und in das andere Schwert müssen noch Sachen rein. Angriffskraft. Adrenalin. Ach komm und Zeichen. So, jetzt sind wir verdammt gut ausgerüstet. Richtig gut. Was ist denn das für eine fancy Rüstung? Ich weiß auch nicht. Die habe ich irgendwie... War das die, die wir in der Vampirhöhle gefunden haben? Ich glaube, wir haben die in der Vampirfestung gefunden. Das müsste zumindest die sein. Ich wüsste gerade nicht. Ich glaube, die ist das. Wir waren in einem Vampirverlies und haben da einiges an Ausrüstung gefunden. Überragen. Ah, da steht's auch. Tesha Mutna, ja. Die haben wir in der im Vampirgefängnis gefunden. Vorhin. Stammt tatsächlich auch aus dem DLC. Und das sind die Schwerter, die wir jetzt ausgerüstet haben. Das ist ganz cool. Yay. So. Gucken wir doch mal. Wo ist denn jetzt was? Welcher Punkt ist welches? Lege Kleidung an. Okay. Gucken wir mal erst da. Also lege schicke Kleidung an. Kleidung angelegt haben wir ja. Wir sind heute nicht so unterwegs, wie wir das damals des Öfteren mal waren. Oh Gott, so viele Stufen. Mensch, Mensch, Mensch. Sieht nämlich schon ziemlich cool aus. Ja, ich finde das, ich finde auch die ist ganz cool. Also ich mag Rüstungen eigentlich nicht. Jetzt stecken wir hier ernsthaft in der Sackgasse. Ich mag Rüstungen eigentlich nicht so, aber die hier ist sehr schick. Frau mit Käppchen. Unauffällig. Hey, ne,
Alles in Order.
Ich doch hier lang. Okay. Gott, ich verlaufe mich immer so schnell. Mal noch mal eben gucken. Geradeaus. Ups. So, da müssen wir rein. Hat der geschlossen? Gerade mal eben. Dann meditieren wir mal eben schnell. Also die Rüstung kriegst du dann entsprechend in Blood and Wine. Wie gesagt, die gibt es dann in dem Vampirgefängnis, wo wir drin waren. Ach, da ist... Oh Gott, okay, vielleicht stand er da eben auch schon und ich habe ihn einfach nur nicht gesehen.
Sacre bleu. It's a crime. You're from the north. That's painfully clear.
Also die Story ist auch recht cool.
There is no
Das Spiel super.
There is but the need to outfit you anew.
Also den DLC. Die Spiele sind Witcher ist sowieso insgesamt alles. Die gerade in der Sonne bläulich geschimmert. Es kann sein, dass die einen kleinen
All
Blauschimmer
just
hat.
aside,
Eigentlich ist
let
die
me see what
schwarz,
you got in
meine
your
ich.
wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
Ich muss erstmal wieder was verkaufen. Da habe ich überall Krams reingepackt, das wir irgendwann eigentlich noch ausbauen könnten. So. Ach, Handschuhe. Ich habe ernsthaft, wir haben 0. Manchmal ist echt schon lustig. Hier, nimm mal den. Vielleicht reicht's für Handschuhe. Nein. Ach komm, ist jetzt auch egal. So. Jetzt sind wir hübsch. Ich bin immer mit Unmengen an Gold rumgerannt. Ja, ich sonst auch. Aber wir haben halt wirklich mit dem DLC gestartet und hatten dann nur das, was wir halt am Anfang hatten. Und das habe ich irgendwie alles ausgegeben für Krams, das wir nie brauchen. So, jetzt sind wir schick oder so. Ja, nee, du hast vollkommen recht, das hat... Ja. Ah, es kann auch sein, dass das mit den Sachen zusammenhängt, die wir ausgerüstet haben. Ich habe da verdammt viele Runen reingepackt.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
So, dann wollen wir mal auf zur Feier. Auf geht's. Yay.
Late. Now, why does that not surprise me?
Yay, Laternen. Stunden später.
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but...
Die Outfits passen ganz zufälligerweise perfekt zusammen, so.
Here, put it on.
A mask.
All who attend the Mandragora Swallowing
Mir geht's super. Ein bisschen warm, ein bisschen müde, aber ansonsten top. Und selbst auch gut. Damit sie nicht erkannt werden, natürlich. Das ist eine exklusive Veranstaltung der Elite.
They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
Voll mit Sündigern.
How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions.
Er braucht schon einen Plan.
We find him. Especially since he might
LAN-Party.
be expecting
Oh Gott.
us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our
Auf
turn.
geht's. Wenig Schlaf und viel Koffein hatte ich gestern. Gestern, ich hab schon gesagt, ich habe gestern irgendwie einen Liter Kaffee getrunken oder so und dann war ich irgendwie so ein bisschen aufgedreht.
I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Aber ich hatte wahrscheinlich trotzdem mehr Schlaf als du. Die Darbietung sehen wir gleich.
You are
Ballant-Party
admirers,
ist
I
cool.
surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Yay!
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Okay.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Machen wir.
Wow. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
Rittersporn ist das ja auch vielleicht, aber das hat andere Gründe.
They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Das stimmt, und wenn sie vor allem halt auch die Veranstalterin ist, ne, dann letzten Endes weiß sowieso jeder, dass sie auch da ist. Häppchen. Mann, was machst du da schon wieder? Ich will Häppchen. Du sollst die... Wie futtert die hier alle? Ich dachte jetzt, die verteilt die. Die futtert die alle selber. Okay.
Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, you are another art?
Silence. The artist must focus. I got it. It's the Soretor.
It's not a lamp smoking lamp. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Come. Greetings, Witcher.
Und wenn ihr jetzt eine andere Farbe nehmen möchte. Ich muss anscheinend alle Farben probieren. Ja. 15. Schon eine ganze Menge, ne? Ach, wir sind so ein guter Künstler, das ist fantastisch. Ganz drauf. War noch einer. Und nun, jetzt habe ich keine mehr, weil ich die ersten da aus Versehen. Toll, jetzt habe ich das voll umsonst gemacht, oder was? Das hat ja gut geklappt. Naja. Ich habe versucht, mich zu beteiligen, es hat nicht geklappt. Lassen wir das. Cool ist die Quest bitte, ja.
Pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but pretentious. So much time I spent polishing that one.
Fragment eines Skripts. Hier war doch irgendwo.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Der große Kalesti.
As for that stipend, I'm sure we are busy.
But are you sure?
Ah,
Hier ist auf jeden
how
Fall
beautiful.
Da!
The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
About to burst from a surfeit of
Lassen wir mal noch eine Laterne steigen hier.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Yay!
Never suspected you believed in such things.
And at last I see the light. Sorry.
Here, definitely.
Ich da so. Da kann man gar nicht lang. Warum bin ich denn da? Ich sehe doch nichts. Okay, da kommen wir nicht lang.
Aren't they even? Because the right have...
Oh, noch mehr Delfine. War ich hier denn schon in beiden Räumen? Hier ist gar nichts. Und dann auf der anderen Seite auch 2 Räume. Weil hier war ich ja schon. Waren da auch 2? Oh, hier sind wir. Hier ist nur Loot.
There are great. We are busy.
Das ist der Raum, wo ich gerade eben drin war.
It's an outrage.
But are you sure it's an original?
Please, Lee, leave us be.
Hier war ich auch schon drin, glaube ich. Oder vielleicht noch nicht. Ist ja doof.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch
Dann
of
saufen wir halt ein
artists.
bisschen. Oh, hi Becky, willkommen.
Built up a
Ei.
pretty powerful resistance.
Hui. So, jetzt sind wir betrunken. Jetzt nicht mehr.
Your words, as you've made no effort to understand, it's a metaphor of the constant struggle for power and victory.
What else will they think of? If they can't agree,
Und ziehen an einem Seil. Oh, jetzt sind sie umgefallen. Ups. War ich nicht. Ich zerstöre hier alle Aktivitäten. Ja, das kann ich ja jetzt nicht mehr vollenden. Das ist ja jetzt voll doof, ne? Ich hätte das ja gerne zu Ende gemacht. Aber das geht jetzt nicht mehr. Ups, da kommen wir gar nicht lang. Ich gehe mir wieder durchs Wasser aus Versehen. Bin zerflossen, ja. Das ist ja auch echt sauwarm. Ach, hier ist noch ein... Oh. Na toll, den hatte ich vorher nicht gesehen, den Raum. Und genau den habe ich gesucht.
do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
Let's paint me like one of your French
It's the right
girls. Ne?
flower.
Of course it is. A Kaviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move.
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it. But I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, Madame, Monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Ja, ich kann so auch nicht arbeiten. Wir haben mit der Frau zu reden. Puh, was fällt ihm eigentlich ein? Okay, dann gucken wir mal bei den Erfrischungen. Da haben wir uns ja eben schon was genehmigt.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
Looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Sintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
Oh.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beating it once.
It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
So, da ist die Duftspur. Laufen wir mal ein bisschen schneller hier. Okay. Und geht dahin, wo wir eben waren. So. Ah, und wir müssen natürlich da durch.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come. We must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Ja, die Hexersinne, genau. Die sind teilweise schon echt praktisch und gut eingesetzt. Die mag ich auch echt gerne. Wieder ein Detektivspiel für 5-Jährige. Ja, okay, viel machen muss man da letzten Endes dann nicht mehr, ne? Aber ich finde es trotzdem ganz cool eigentlich. Becky ist ja auch da, jo.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room.
Dass er niemandem was sagen soll, ist ja logisch.
They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask.
Black beard.
With a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee,
Jo,
you stop them.
Summertime Madness.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
Treppenlauf ist ja auch nicht so meine Stärke. Eigentlich laufen insgesamt. Hübsche Blume. Nehmen wir den Loot mit. Ha!
That must be Cecilia.
Das war's, Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soiree to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that road. I shall fetch help.
Es war einmal vor langer Zeit. Gucken wir uns doch mal. Oh, direkt da.
Bloody handprint. It's his.
Blut. Oh, noch ein Kleid. Licht aus. Licht an. So. Blut. Oh, ich mache immer aus Versehen alles aus. Oh, da ist ja noch mehr Loot. Hä? Hat er nicht alles eingesammelt? Was? Hä? Ne, jetzt leuchtet es nicht mehr. Draußen steigt immer noch die Party.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony.
Oh, Eis! Ja, oh, ich nehme auch eins. Ich würde auch eins nehmen.
Tore down the door, made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too.
Dann klettern wir dann mal eben rüber. Ups.
Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Must have climbed this ladder, made by soiled boots.
Ah, jetzt. Ah, natürlich
Could
so.
still be here. Need to stay alert. Blood stains. Links at a
Viele
snap chain.
Beweise.
Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably.
Na toll. Bevor jemand kommt. Noch mehr Kleider.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard and sank to the floor.
So, habe ich irgendwas übersehen? Ach, hier ist noch ganz viel, klar. Na,
Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it. Blood on
Tja.
the window frame. Someone climb out, fall out.
beides.
Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Hunting knife,
Ja,
actually
das war-
ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this, must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle.
Okay.
Jewel was
Der
in the
Mann
box,
wollte
it
also das
seems.
Juwel haben.
Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
Das war's dann mit dem Cindria.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
Okay.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
fell out of the window.
Just so.
Das hätte sie sonst
Claim the
machen
man was
sollen.
trying to
Also,
rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table.
glaubst du, dass die Wache damit
through
drin
my
steckt?
jewelry.
Wer weiß.
After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it many years ago from a young woman.
Claim the man was trying.
Ach, das hatten wir ja gerade.
Why, that's the...
I bought it.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom.
Ja, das stimmt.
It belonged to my family for years.
Aber vielleicht
Then
wollte
it
er den
disappeared.
Raum einfach nur schützen.
I didn't think we would ever recover
Weiß
it.
es nicht.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to
Was ist
proceed
schon wieder leer?
cautiously.
Oh.
Discretion is in the interest of
Mann.
us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
Can't guarantee her safety, unfortunately. Especially if she's one of those responsible for these crimes.
Witcher, that was not a request.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster? knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed.
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. What might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
Jetzt haben wir hier eine sehr interessante Gesellschaft.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher,
and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore.
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Mm-hmm. Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long.
But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Okay.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Wer weiß.
Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
Tja. Die Festivitäten sind vorbei und auch unsere schöne Gesellschaft löst sich langsam aus.
You have exceptional friends.
Ich kann mich gar nicht erinnern, dass die Sequenz so lang ist. Doch, tatsächlich. Ich hatte auch erst gedacht, das kommt später erst, dass die sich alle zusammen hinsetzen. Aber das kam jetzt schon. Und das hätte auch später ja gar nicht mehr gepasst. Klar, habe ich gar nicht drüber nachgedacht. Aber doch, das zieht sich ganz gut. Ich hatte es aber auch nicht mehr im Kopf.
Not much. But I've a good sense of the true
Müssen wir doch ein ganz kleines bisschen länger noch machen.
Not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive. Sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost. which is why he comes across as grim.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Das hatten wir gerade schon, sorry.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Das machen wir nämlich tatsächlich noch, bevor wir aufhören. Wir stürmen die Burg. Und danach enden wir dann. So, jetzt muss ich nur einen Wegweiser finden. Da. Ups. Wobei, haben wir da überhaupt, wo wir hin müssen? Irgendwo was in der Nähe? Wo müssen wir denn hin? Ich glaube, das hat sich noch gar nicht aktualisiert. Jetzt. Wir könnten zum Weingut. Ja, okay, das ist immerhin schon mal ein ganzes Stück näher dran. Da müssen wir nicht mehr ganz so weit laufen. Ganz viele neue Charaktere, die uns nun hinzugefügt wurden. So, Corvo Bianco. Ich gieße mal noch mal was ein. Wir sind jetzt sogar hauptquestmäßig schon tatsächlich recht weit. So viel kommt da später ja. Die Märchenwelt spielen wir jetzt zwar nicht mehr, aber ist dann halt so schade. Wir können gerade mal eben noch gucken. Hier haben wir noch alle Charaktere, die wir jetzt so kennengelernt haben. Da hatten wir jetzt noch gar nicht reingeguckt. Warum ist einer jetzt? So, dann laufen wir mal schnell dahin. Sorry, ich laufe schon wieder schief. Stehen hier denn überall Leute dazwischen? Oh. Danach kannst du bestimmt den Quest nicht mehr abschließen. Oh, okay. Ja, speichern wir mal schnell, ne? Auf geht's. Den Wendepunkt machen wir nämlich noch schnell und dann gucken wir uns noch an, was passiert. Und dann hören wir auf, wenn es richtig spannend ist. Wir sind schon fies. Ich bin fies. So, Mitternacht war gesagt worden. Ja. Warten wir mal kurz. Da kommt er. Mit seinen Truppen.
So eager are you? The mill then. We shall discuss the assault inside.
Ich bin bereit.
See, you already prepared a plan. Walk me through it.
We have two objectives. To find Her Illustrious Highness's sister and capture the men who blackmailed the vampire. Duntine is a modest complex. Several old buildings, a high wall around them. At the center of the enclosure stands an imposing keep, restored not long past by the elderly knight of the castle, Roderick. We mean to strike here, through the main gate, then secure the area in front of the keep by storm.
Boah, langsam werden meine Hände auch schwitzig. Oh,
Roderick maintains a team of knights for defense. They are no army, but they could number several dozen.
Aber wir haben ja auch ein paar Krieger und wir sind ein Hexer, also das ist doch nix. Das schaffen wir. Ganz easy.
Cintrian's men, gotta be. Ran into a few in town. They tried to kill me. Need to hit them from both sides. You draw the defenders, keep them busy. I'll sneak in the back way, find the women, make sure they come to no harm. I'll vault over the wall as soon as you start your assault.
Your plan puts you at great risk, but I sense you will handle it well. Let us go.
Okay. Risiko. 2-1 Risiko. Das kennen wir, das sind wir schon gewohnt. Wir machen das. Und auch das wird hoffentlich First Try klappen. Das wäre schön. Sie sind sich einig, sie sind bereit, auf geht's. Wir stürmen die Festung. Pan guckt immer so irritiert.
So it begins.
Quick! We grab Roderick's horses and we bolt.
We won't vault far if the boys out front don't hold.
Not so fast. Little change of plans.
Was? Warum? Verteidigt er sie einfach mit dem komischen Hammer. Hopp. Ist irgendwo ein Scharfschütze. Nervig. So. Ist der schon mal weg? Schön. Vorne muss ich auch nur noch einmal treffen. So, der ist auch weg. Das ist echt, wir haben so coole Sachen ausgerüstet jetzt. So. Ups, weg. Oh. Oh Gott, weg, weg, weg. Au! Der hat mich halt einfach trotzdem getroffen. Oh Gott. Da habe ich Glück gehabt. Weg. Mann, weg. Weg. Ups. Oh Gott. Aua. Oh Mann. Der ist hartnäckig. Aua. Oh Gott. Okay, jetzt müssen wir doch einen Trank nehmen. Verdammt. Eigentlich wollte ich mir die Tränke aufsparen. Oh, Level up. Okay. Weiter geht's.
I see no ducals along the road. They must not be guarded. Roderick was right. We can flee. We'll manage. Someone's here. They breached the
Oh.
Come on. Kill him.
Er hat ein Schild. Ich mag es nicht, wenn die ein Schild haben. können sich auch, egal was für eine Waffe die haben, ne, die können sich trotzdem... Oh Gott! Die können sich halt einfach damit verteidigen. Das geht immer. Ups, ich häng fest. Oh Gott. Ja, schnell da weg. Wir wären schon zweimal fast gestorben, wenn wir nicht so cooles Zeugs ausgerüstet hätten. Oh Gott. Uah, weg. Aua. Da ist ja noch einer. Ach, das ist Roderick. Das ist ja der Roderick. Den haben wir ja gesucht. Dem gehört das hier ja alles. Na toll. Uah. Oh, ich will den mit dem Schild loswerden. Der nervt nämlich. Aua. Oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott. Oh Gott, Moment. Ich muss eben Ausrüstung wechseln. Oh. Ich hasse es, wenn da so viele Gegner sind. Wir können doch nicht jetzt noch sterben. Das können die doch nicht machen. Danke, Maddie. Es ist kein Wunder, dass wir... Ich brauche gerade kein Färbemittel, danke Tutorial. Scheiße, kein Wunder, dass wir so schlecht sind. Ah. Und ich... Kannst du mal... Ey, ernsthaft, warum kommt jetzt die ganze Zeit Tutorial? Ich hab's echt nicht gerafft. Ich hab's wirklich nicht gerafft. Oh, wenn ihr das jetzt nicht gesagt hättet, ne? Ich hätte es nicht realisiert. Jetzt erstmal kurz ein bisschen heilen lassen. Oh, Mann. Kein Wunder, dass die uns immer so gut treffen und so viel abziehen. Mensch. Ja, das ist jetzt schon deutlich besser. So, jetzt hau ich den hier erstmal eben weg. Oh, ne, ich muss mal eben Zauber wechseln. So, dann machen wir nämlich Art. Und dann hauen wir den da. Warum hat das jetzt nicht sein dämliches Schild weggehauen? Mann. So, komm schon. Aua. Jetzt haben wir auch keine, jetzt machen die auch nicht mehr so viel Schaden. Das, wenn ich das mal sofort ausgerüstet hätte, ne? Mann, komm schon, die haben beide nichts mehr hier. Ja. Mann, ey. Mit dem Basisart, okay, das kann gut sein. Aber letzten Endes sind wir genug gerollt und haben es geschafft, ey. So dumm. So dumm, wirklich. Oh. Danke nochmal. Ich glaube, sonst hätte es echt nicht geklappt. Verdammt. Oh.
Where's the hostage?
Danke für die Fs.
What do you mean? I know nothing about a hostage. Must be the handiwork of my guests.
Where are they now?
In the keep, ready in their escape.
There's someone with them? Woman named Sienna?
Of course. She convinced me to let them in.
And a whole pile of trouble along with them. Where is she?
Packing. We were to leave together. An old fool. I'd have done anything for her.
Where is she? In the keep too?
Yes. Her chamber is in the tower. The top floor. What will become of me?
Ja, an sich.
Here, press it against the wound. Should staunch the bleeding.
I thank you.
So, dann müssen wir aber eben schnell hier unsere Tränke wieder wechseln. Dann müssen wir eben kurz meditieren, wenn das geht. Ja. Oh, wir können natürlich nicht meditieren, auch gut. Oh, das Essen ist noch wirksam. Okay, dann Geralt, vielleicht solltest du dein Schwert ziehen. Yes, das ist das falsche Schwert, glaube ich, aber ist okay. Der Stahlwaffe, okay. Ich hätte die auch ohne Schwert erledigt, so ist ja nicht, ne, aber das Schwert ist schon besser. Wow, vor allem gegen den hier halt. Der ist zum Glück nicht so schnell. Ach, da geht's nicht lang. So, der ist schon mal weg. Bleibt noch der Berg. Moment. Wow! Wir sterben nicht. Wir laufen hier noch einmal rum und dann töten wir dich. Hopp. Kommen Sie her, Herr Berg. Autsch. Wow. So, Mensch. Ist echt schwitzig. Oh, Boxen. Ja, hier war auch eine Stelle, wo du Faustkampf machen musstest. Aber es ging tatsächlich. Oh, das sind alles hier Fernkämpfer, die kriege ich auch alle locker K.O. So, Mensch. So. Hm? Oh. Dich habe ich nicht gesehen. Ist der Glotzauge? Hast du das richtig gesehen? Okay, yes. Hafenschlägerei. Quentin, ja, okay.
Giving you one last chance. Yield.
Harlot got us into this. Kill him! Attack!
Novigrad, okay. Oh, weiß ich auch alles gar nicht mehr so genau, aber es kann gut sein. Zwischendurch kamen immer mal Szenen, wo man dann doch Faustkampf machen musste. Wer das wohl sein könnte, der jetzt doch hier ist, obwohl er nicht kommen sollte. Ja. Regis und Detlef sind wieder da.
They shall pay for everything.
Tauch doch nicht vor mir auf, das ist ja mal total. Man muss halt nichts machen, die machen das alles. Ihr macht die mit Schild, ich mach den Rest. Schon interessant. interessante Namen. Der eine gerade dieses Narbengesicht, wenn ich das richtig gesehen habe. So. Ah, das war's. Okay. Ich glaube, das waren alle. Yes. Wenn man auch Vampir spielen könnte. Das wäre cool, ja.
We thought you could use our help, so...
Witcher, this is no time to explain. Where is Renna?
Expect to answer a lot of questions inside.
Let us go then.
Genau nach der Quest mache ich sozusagen Ende. So, Cliffhanger. Dann, wenn es richtig spannend wird.
Renna. Are you hurt? If any of them.
You know me. I'd never let them hurt me. I just waited for you to come.
I didn't know where to look. They threatened to kill you. Forgive me. I failed you.
Now we need only find Anna Henrietta's sister. Where should we look? Do you know?
Mm-hmm. Ran into Roderick, Duntine's lord. Told me where I'd find Sienna.
Then speak and let's grab her. Time is short.
Said she was in a room in the tower. Very one we're in right now. Which, incidentally, looks nothing like a prison cell. And just so happens there's a carafe full of wine here. Bet it's stolen San Real.
What's your point?
Giving you one chance to tell us everything yourself.
I've nothing to tell.
Witcher, what is this?
Sorry, Dettlaff. You've been had.
My friend, please. You must listen to what Geralt has to say.
Renna's not her real name. This is Sienna. And Sienna is sister to Anna Henrietta, the Duchess of Toussaint.
What nonsense is this?
Sienna was banished as a child, but it seems she trekked back here recently. Moved into Duntine and ran a Vanderguild out of here. Sent a man called the Centurion to Beauclair to steal some wine for her. Wine reserved for the ducal family. Centurion led us to her. Caught him later stealing a jewel Sienna had gotten from her father as a child. Sorry, Dettlaff. She used you. Part of her plan.
Dum dum dum. Ja.
If you do not, I will raze Beauclair to the ground. This I promise you. You've 3 days. I shall be waiting.
Tja.
He just fly
Ja, der
off.
sieht wirklich aus, so ein ganz kleines bisschen aus wie Kaiser M hier zwischendurch, das stimmt.
He's gone to soothe his nerves.
Think he'll do it? Make good on his threat?
I cannot say. He can be unpredictable when fury consumes him.
I shall go to him.
Come again? After what he just...
You don't know Dettlaff like I do. If I don't do as he says, he truly will destroy the city. He's more than capable of it.
Conscience gets to you now?
Better... better late than never, right?
Well, it truly does seem the best option.
Your Grace, we must proceed with caution. Guardsmen saw vampires here. They could still be about.
Vampires or no vampires, my sister is here. Find her.
Your Grace, that...
Sienna, it's true. It's you. Sister, dear, what have you gotten yourself into? So concerned, I'm surprised. Is there an ounce of truth to it?
You feel resentment. I understand. But I promise we shall work through all the unfortunate matters of the past. We will discuss them later.
Ja.
Captain, escort Sienna to the palace. I shall meet with her as soon as we return.
As you wish, Your Grace.
Hallo. Genau, das ist DLC. Blood and Wine.
And you, Witcher. You have my thanks. I cannot believe my sister was so near the whole time. Roderick of Duntine shall answer for treason and blackmail.
Roderick got duped and used, just like the vampire.
Apropos, were you able to establish who kidnapped his beloved?
We've discovered Sienna blackmailed the vampire. Ordered him to kill those men.
What? What nonsense is this?
She is his missing lover. Staged her own abduction to force him to do her bidding.
He was a tool. Whole scheme was Sienna's. She was behind it.
You're mistaken. You must be. This cannot be true.
Your Grace, I know this vampire and...
What? You know him? Who is he?
Detlaff.
The same who so recently sat at my table and told me of Nazaire. Is there anything else you've neglected to mention? A dragon living beneath Mount Gorgon, perhaps? Is anyone else here a vampire? Where is he now?
Waiting for Sienna. If she doesn't show up to meet him by an appointed time, he'll destroy Beauclair.
He dares threaten us?
Your Grace, we have 3 days to bring him Sienna and...
Not a word. You have 3 days to bring me his head. No more secrets. No more helping vampires. I want what I'm paying for. The head of the beast.
Tja. Wenn das mal so leicht wäre. Damit haben wir tatsächlich schon den größten Teil sozusagen von der Hauptstory vom DLC wieder abgeschlossen. Und ein kurzes Stück kommt jetzt, glaube ich, noch. Und dann hören wir auch tatsächlich gleich endlich auf. Es hat jetzt noch ein bisschen länger gedauert, als ich geplant hatte, weil ich dieses Tischgespräch nicht hundertprozentig auf dem Schirm hatte.
Do you think Her Grace's nerves have been calmed?
It rarely forgets, rarely retracts what she says, especially not threats.
Yes, well, even I must admit Detlaff's actions were highly inappropriate. Reprehensible, even.
Muss ich nämlich gleich dringend Essen kochen. Boah.
Are you upset?
Why would I be?
Fast 10 Stufen gelevelt, jo.
Let's see. You're returning from your hunt empty-handed.
Ne?
No trophy. No new lead to
Ja,
boast of, then
doch, doch.
pursue.
Ciao, Maddie, wir hören jetzt sowieso auch gleich auf.
What can I say?
Ja.
It happens at times. Especially likely
Einen
to
schönen
when the
restlichen
monster
Abend dir auch
chasing
noch.
can turn into fog.
How do your employers customarily react when you fail to meet their expectations?
It depends. Peasants cuss me out. Merchants demand I refund their deposit, whereas nobles mostly just release their hounds.
And rulers?
Usually threaten me with the gallows.
A most illustrious grace awaits the gentleman.
Your Grace, the population demands she be punished. Siana's committed terrible crimes. Spilt so much blood. They...
Another word, Palmerin, and I shall spill even more blood. Yours. I repeat for the last time. Siana is responsible for the death of many, true. But she is also my sister. We are bound by blood and by a shared childhood. I shall not allow her to be lynched.
Your Grace, I fear the masses might rise. Storm the prison, pitchforks and torches in hand.
Let them storm. They will not find her there. Siana is hidden away in a safe place. She shall await trial there until we have rid ourselves of this accursed vampire. Which, to judge by your means, has not yet come to pass.
Did what we could, but...
My patience is at an end, Geralt. Where is he? Where is Detlef?
We're working to find that out, Your Grace.
Do you take me for a fool?
I wouldn't dare.
I care not one whit what you have worked on, are working on, or shall work on. I'm interested in results, which thus far have been nil. At times, I hunt foxes. Do you know how it works? The ducal huntsman releases
Die alten FPS, jetzt ist sie echt anstrengend.
Scent, chase the animal down, and lead the Bachu to it. All within an hour. You, Witcher, have had a week. The aid of my most excellent knights. Yet, you have tracked absolutely nothing down. I've begun to suspect my beagles might have done a better job.
Sie haben halt einfach schon voll viel erreicht und die zickt trotzdem nur rum. Das,
We'll catch him, Your
wollt ihr nicht noch
Grace,
mehr Stress?
sooner or later.
I should hope so, Witcher. For the sake of all Beauclair and yours. But to the matter at hand. Have you managed to establish anything?
Your Grace, it seems
Sorry,
Siana
Mark.
tricked Detlef, used him to murder the knights who escorted her into exile. We have reason to believe that...
Your Grace! Vampires!
What? Speak now!
Vampires! They protect the city! Captain de la Tour defends the square near the boat landing, but so many lives lost.
Ja, es ist wirklich so. Aber sie ist eine Königin, sie ist höher gestellt. Fussel. Und Vampire fallen über die Stadt her.
If it's war this Detlef wants, it's war he shall have. Geralt, get to work. This time I'll hear no excuses. Palmerin, you...
Get her out of here.
Tja, Toussaint wird nun von Vampiren heimgesucht, wie das wohl sein kann. Wer wohl der Grund dafür sein könnte. Und ja, das ist natürlich nicht so geil. Und damit enden wir jetzt auch gleich. Ich muss noch eben diese Pizza hier. Weißt du. Was ich auf jeden Fall noch sagen wollte, einmal ganz toll Danke an alle, die jetzt wirklich schon seit 3 Jahren zwischendurch immer mal wieder reingeguckt haben. An alle, die auch bei Witcher damals dabei waren. Danke an alle, die später erst dazu gekommen sind und dann ab irgendwann zwischendurch immer mal reingeschaut haben. An alle, die auch jetzt erst noch neu mit dazu gekommen sind vielleicht. Es ist immer total lustig zu spielen, macht das immer voll Spaß und ich freue mich auch immer drauf, wenn wir nicht gerade das Streamgeburtstag spielen, was ich immer noch echt, ja. Und Deshalb werden wir auch fleißig immer weitermachen. So oft es geht, wie gesagt, mein PC ist jetzt halt leider auch durch, deshalb wird das mit den Nährstreams und so jetzt erstmal ein bisschen schwieriger wieder leider. Weil der zwischendurch einfach plötzlich abschmiert. Und das ist natürlich echt doof. Ja, wir haben jetzt Witcher Blood and Wine nochmal gespielt, weil das halt mit so das erste war, was wir gespielt haben überhaupt damals. Mit Witcher angefangen. Das ist jetzt einfach schon 3 Jahre her. Und irgendwie, weiß auch nicht. Ich freue mich immer über alle, die da sind. Das ist immer richtig toll. Ja. Was soll ich noch sagen? Danke auf jeden Fall an alle, die auch dann irgendwie unterstützen, sei es auf Twitter oder die fleißig hier im Chat schreiben und so weiter. Oder mich motivieren, wenn ich gerade mal wieder keinen Bock habe, total schlecht drauf bin. Ja, es ist sehr schön. Ich freue mich, dass ihr alle da seid. Und ja, wenn ihr Blood and Wine noch weiter sehen möchtet und es noch nicht gesehen habt bisher, gibt es sowohl auf Twitch als auch auf YouTube die Playlist, wo ich es das erste Mal durchgespielt habe. Wir werden es jetzt nicht nochmal weiterspielen. Am Dienstag geht es mit A Plague Tale endlich weiter. Letzte Woche musste er leider ausfallen, weil mein Kreislauf nicht so wollte wie ich. Blood and Wine enden wir jetzt natürlich mit dem totalen Cliffhanger, Action und so. Ist gemein, aber passt ganz gut. Ja. Das freut mich. Ja. Also, Witcher ist halt immer noch einfach toll und ich hoffe immer noch, dass es irgendwann vielleicht doch noch einen neuen Teil gibt auf irgendeine Art und Weise. Mal gucken. Das wäre auf jeden Fall cool. Falls es da irgendwann mal was Neues gibt, werden wir das auf jeden Fall auch spielen.
So say I agree to this, because I might. Still no chance on a Henrietta will.
Wir haben jetzt übrigens auch fast 250 Follower hier bei Twitch. Sind jetzt 249. Das finde ich auch sehr geil, muss ich sagen. Das freut mich richtig.
Got serious reservations about this plan. Not least among them, we have no idea where Sienna's being held. You heard the Duchess.
Oh, es ist schon nach halb. Das zieht sich ganz schön. Ich dachte, das geht vielleicht noch eine Viertelstunde und dann sind wir fertig. Viertel nach, aber hat nicht ganz geklappt. Ich unterschätze das immer voll.
There, you see? I knew you'd think of something. Bravo.
The meeting. What if it's nothing like you say? What if it goes sour, ends in a fight? Willing to guarantee Sienna won't get hurt?
It seems unlikely in the extreme that...
Didn't ask for a lecture on probability. Need a simple answer. Yes or no.
I vow that not a hair on her head shall come to any harm.
I trust I've dispelled your doubts, then.
Not so fast. We're not done talking. How would I go about luring Detloff out of hiding if I wanted to? With the blood of a virgin?
You see, somewhere nearby lives an unusual denizen. One of the unseen, ancient and powerful vampires. Among the oldest and strongest.
And?
Tusa is this
ja, es wird noch richtig spannend tatsächlich bei Blood and Wine dann am Ende. Man kann sich für 2 verschiedene Wege entscheiden, die beide überaus cool sind.
So this unseen elder, how do we convince him to summon Detloff?
We must find him first. The elder does not see arrivals unless he absolutely must. But locals, Oriana, for instance, you know, she too is a...
Yeah, figured it out. All right, let's say she
Jetzt hat nochmal bestätigt, dass Oriana auch ein Vampir ist.
What then?
I don't know. You'll have to improvise.
Das haben wir uns ja eventuell schon ein bisschen gedacht.
So I'm basically stuck. Either gotta give in to a blackmailer or fight him.
You know what I would opt for. Should we free Sienna and arrange for her to meet with Detloff, there's a good chance we'll all survive this ordeal. Detloff included.
Regis, don't mean to put you on the spot, but I gotta know. Say I do decide to fight Detloff. Who'll you stand with?
Should you decide your sword is the sole solution, I shall not stand in your way.
Appreciate it.
Certainly hope so. Now, please tell me, What is it you intend to do?
No idea. Need to think.
Not an easy choice. Understood. Permit me to leave you to wrestle with this dilemma. I'm needed in the city. I cannot stop what is happening, but I can try to limit the number of victims. Once you've decided and learned something, perhaps, whisper a word to the Ravens. I shall find you.
So, sehr gut. Und hier enden wir dann für heute. Ich habe doch mal wieder viel länger gemacht, als ich dachte. So, dann würde ich sagen, euch allen noch einen ganz wunderbaren restlichen Abend. Ein bisschen habt ihr ja jetzt noch vom Wochenende über. Wie gesagt, auch nochmal vielen Dank, dass ihr dabei wart. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet Spaß. Ja, man sieht sich, schreibt sich, liest sich und so weiter, hört sich. Also, dann, ich mache mir jetzt Essen und ihr esst hoffentlich auch noch ganz viel und trinkt genug. Also, bis dann. Ciao.